Okay, Tol, what is this question? Let us read. A series of cards are drawn to the parabola so that their projections on a straight line, which is inclined at an angle alpha to x-axis, are found. The locus of their midpoint is the curve. So we can do in terms of if you take S1 equal to S11. Okay, just will come back to this system. Okay, at the last we'll come to that. Let us finish other things, come back. Okay. Maybe I think the other one we have to write little in the expressions. So 14. If h comma k is a point on the axis from where three normals, so this is quite easy, I guess. Only thing is rotated, but we already know some property on the axis. First of all, let us use the figure. It is x minus 1 whole square plus y minus 1 whole square equal to x plus y plus 2 by root 2 whole square. Okay. So this is a parabola. It is in the form of SP equal to PM. So we know focus is 1 comma 1, directrix is x plus y plus 2 equal to 0. So focus is here and the directrix is like this. And between these two, the vertex will be there somewhere here, I guess. So the parabola is like this. Focus 1 comma 1. This is 0 comma minus 2. This is vertex is origin only. This is minus 2 comma 0. This is 0 comma minus 2. This is minus 1 comma minus 1. The midpoint of these two is origin only. So the parabola is like this. Okay. Now they are asking on the axis, they are looking for a point from which three normals can be drawn. H comma is a point from where three normals can be drawn, the least integral value of h. Okay. So we know on the axis only when you cross 2a length, then only, okay, we can draw three normals to the parabola. We know that for a normal y is equal to 4x, but same thing applicable for everything. So this is root 2, which is a, okay, and I want 2a, so it's be 2 comma 2. So as long as h comma k go beyond that, because this length is a, this length is a, this is that 2a length. So h comma k should be on this line, but it should cross 2. Okay, so h should be greater than 2. Okay. Basically, h comma k lies on y equal to x and beyond 2 comma 2. That is important. So h should be greater than 2. Because it is greater than 2, the least integral will be 3. Okay, so least integral value from, so that we can draw three normals to h comma k. Least integral value of h is 3. Is it all right? 14th one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, coming to 16th one. There's a parabola y equal to 2 root x. You know, it is not full parabola, it is only the upper piece. That is a very important point here. It's only upper piece, but I squared it. It's a parabola. Passing through 21, 30, there are 3 normal. They want the slope. But there's only one normal actually. Why? Through this, the 3 normal that are passing 2 are intersecting the down part, and that is not there here. That is y equal to minus 2 root x. If you take only upper part, there's only one point where the normal can pass through that. So you have to note that this is not the full parabola, only upper piece. Otherwise, 3 answers will come. You have to think which one. Now, what is the root for this? After all, for cubic equation, we'll only do by trial and error. Anybody knows? T equal to 2, 38. Minus 2 or 2? Minus 2. Plus 2 only. 8 minus
Plus 2.
38. Plus 2 is satisfying. Okay. Plus 2, how to satisfy? 8. Minus 2 is satisfying, right?
Yes, sir. Minus.
Minus 2.
Okay, so you'll get t plus 2 into t square plus 2t square. So minus 2t plus 15 equal to 0. No, minus 15 equal to 0. Minus 40, minus 50, everything is fine. What about roots here? T plus 2 into this is minus 5 plus 3. So t minus 5, t plus 3 equal to 0. Okay, so here your t value is minus 2, here it is minus 3, and here t value is positive, which is 5. We should only take 5 and not take minus 2 and minus 3 because our curve is only this. Okay, so t equal to 5 only we are going to accept it. Then the corresponding slope of that normal is minus t, which is minus 5. Then m plus 6 will be 1. Okay. Otherwise, if you try to find m value, you'll get 3 values. Minus 5 will come, plus 2 and plus 3 will come for m. But 2 and 3 are rejected because these are with positive slope, these are with negative slope, or parabola is opposite. Nothing new. When a point is given, 3 normals are there. But instead of giving full parabola, they give half parabola. That's all. Okay, 16th one. Anybody has doubt? Not understood. Understood. All right. Okay, this 18th one is a standard property of parabola. The points here actually doesn't matter. We know the standard property that whenever you take 3 points on the parabola, they will form some triangle. It will have some area, and draw tangent here, tangent here, tangent here. That will be some area. There is a ratio. This ratio by constant. Anyway, which is called delta 1, which is called delta 2. Delta 1 is area of the triangle formed by the endpoints. Okay. So this area is called delta 1. This is called delta 2. If at all they want delta 1 by delta 2. If we take this as T1, this as T2, this as T3, the numerator is half of mod 81 square 2a T1 1, 82 square 2a T2 1, a T3 square 2a T3 1. The denominator is a T1 T2, a into T1 plus T2 1. Point of intersection of tangents at T1 and T2. A T2 T3, a into T2 plus T3. A T3 T1, A into T3 plus T1 and 1. Here A will come common, 2A will come common. You get half into A into 2A into T1 minus T2 into T2 minus T3 into T3 minus T1 with a mod. Here also you'll get one A common, you get half into A, same thing. Mod T1 minus T2, T2 minus T3 and T3 minus T1. So they'll get cancelled. A square will cancel, get simply 2. So delta 1 is 2 times delta 2. Okay. So now It's a standard property. I didn't took general. So whether you take 1 by 2 comma 2 or ends of lattice rectum, you will get the same. Is it okay or any doubt anybody has? No doubt.
Sir, once can you show 18th questions?
18th question I should show. Okay. Yeah, you can take time to read, no problem.
Thank you.
So this 18th question is a past year advanced question they gave 1 year as a numerical question only. They gave some 3 points on the parabola. I don't know exactly this, but some other 3 points on the parabola, and they asked this area by this area. Because points are given, somebody can really find the tangents, find the points, and do it will end. If you try to do in general, it is more easier than using a specific numbers. Okay, 20. From a variable point which is between 1 to 3 on the parabola, y square equal to 4x, perpendicular is drawn to the tangent at the vertex. Okay. So take a parabola, take tangent at vertex, take anything between 1 and 3 only, 1 comma 1 and 3 comma 9. Take a point and draw. Now from the midpoint Q of PM, perpendicular QL is drawn to the focal chord through P. Okay. From the midpoint of Q, QL is drawn. The maximum length of QL is lambda by mu. Okay, so basically the question is take a point on the parabola, find its foot on tangent at vertex, the vertical line. Take the midpoint of these two. From there, you find perpendicular distance to this. What is that minimum value they're asking? So, is it y square equal to 4? Y square equal to 4. Okay, so this is t square comma 2t, y square equal to 4x, and t less than or equal to 1 and 2. Okay, so p, if I take a t square comma 2t, the corresponding point here m, okay, is 0 comma 2t. The midpoint of these two is q, which is t square by 2 comma t. And what is the focal chord through this point? This is 1 comma 0. So when I try to find the equation of that one, what is the slope? 2t by t square minus 1. So 2tx minus t square minus 1 into y equal to 1. No, equal to 2t. That is a tangent. 2t cube minus 2t cube plus 2t cancel 1 comma 0. Yes. Now from this point to this I define perpendicular distance. So QL is mod, when I substitute t square by 2 it is t cube. When I substitute 2t it is minus 2t cube plus 2t by root over 4t square plus t square minus 1 whole square. This is like a minus b whole square plus 4ab, so it is a plus b whole square. This is minus t cube, 2t minus t cube. At 1 it is positive, but at 3 that is a positive. This is t square plus 1. Root and square is gone. So between 1 and 3, what is the minimum value of this? They want. Minimum is 0 when you take cube root 2. How can it be 0? When t is cube root 2, why it is 0? Is it something wrong from?
Sir, today t is between 1 and 3.
Yeah, cube root 2 is less than 3. Root 2, 1.414. I'm saying when you take t common, 2 minus t square, t equal to root 2, it is 0, right? I'm asking how it is 0 possible. I've done something mistake. This is t square by 2, so t cube. This is 2t. I forgot to bring this 2t this side. Okay. I have to bring minus 2t. So 2t is gone, so I'm left with only t cube finally. So it is t cube by t square plus 1. Okay. Now between 1 to 3, what is the minimum value? It may happen at 1 itself or 3. We have to know whether it is increasing or decreasing. What is happening? From a variable point within 1 3 and the parabola perpendicular PM is drawn to the tangent to the vertex. Now from the midpoint Q of PM, perpendicular QL is drawn to the focal part of the parabola through the maximum length of QL. They want to find maximum value. Okay. Of course, for a closed interval, the maximum can happen at this end or that end. We don't know. We'll see some graph of this or something. If not district maximum, denominator should be minimum. Then I find that when I bring t cube down. Oh, if you bring t cube down, you can see it is actually increasing only. I'll tell you why. You bring 1 by t plus 1 by t cube. If I bring t cube down. Now you can see when t is increasing, 1 by t is decreasing. 1 by t cube is also decreasing. Their sum is decreasing. 1 by that is increasing. So between 1 to 3, this is an increasing function. If it is increasing function, it will have maximum value at 3 itself. There's no in between. Okay. So is an increasing function. Okay. Is an increasing function. You can write. So maximum value will happen at 3. Substitute 3, will get it. When you substitute 3, it is 9 plus 1, 10. This is 27, 2.7. That's the maximum possible value. Oh, they want a ratio. Okay, so that lambda by mu is 27 by 10. They want lambda minus 2 mu. 27 minus 20 is 7. Okay. That is, we have to keep t equal to 3. Is it clear, 20th one?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Something else also I was thinking, I did not write it explicitly, that if I actually can go to directrix here, okay, I know foot of this is the focus itself, right? because that angle is 90, we know that property. So now what is the advantage is this length is 1/4 of this length, because this is equal, that is the midpoint. So this is to this is 1/4, so this is to this also should be 1/4. So basically whenever you want this distance, it is 1/4 of this distance. And this distance, always this length is fixed. If this height increases, it increases. So as the point is going away, more and more on the parabola, this height is increasing, y coordinate. So this also increasing, this is increasing, this 1/4 of that is also increasing. So obviously at 3 only it will have maximum value. And what is that maximum value? Instead of doing this, when you take 3, what is this point will be 9,6. When you come to directrix, what is that point would have been on the directrix? -1,6. Okay. Now when I find distance from that to 1,0, I'll get root over 36 plus 4 root 40. No, something wrong here. I want 27/10, which is 1/4 of this. Okay, I'll think over it in the meantime. You can copy or see if you want. Put equal to 3, it is 9,6. This is 1,0, so this is a -1. Is this 90? First of all, image of focus with respect to any tangent lies on what will be focus itself. No, this is not 90. Or is it? When you focal part draw tangents, limited directrix, that is 90. Oh, not this point. Image of that will be here. That is not 90. Oh, this is not 90. Okay. I have to draw tangents here, and that is 90. Not this. Yeah, so I have to do this. Okay, so whatever have we done has to be done. Okay, so we are left with now 2 more questions, 22, and one left question we left that we can do at the end. Okay, 22 I think is quite a simple question. So we have a parabola which is y equal to x square. We want a right angle triangle with a hypotenuse OB along y-axis. Okay. So somehow a rectangle. Okay, so you can take different points and then draw perpendicular. You'll get many right angle triangles. Okay, fine. You can keep on changing A, then every time B also will change. You'll get OAB right angle triangle. Now what you want, if H represents that height when T is tending to 0, the x coordinate of this, what is that height is tending to? Okay. So as this point A approaches, point B will approach one point. What is that? They're asking that. Okay, so we have to know this point. Just find the equation and find intercept. That's it. That is the slope of this line t. What is the slope of this line? Minus 1 by t. And what is the equation of this line? X plus ty is equal to t plus t cube. What is the y-intercept? Y-intercept means x equal to 0, you get 1 plus t square. So point B is coming 0, comma 1 plus t square. So your height, which is h, is 1 plus t square. Now limit t tends to 0, h will be reaching 1 and t is 0. Okay. So for us 4a is 1. So basically this length is 4a, which is double of 2a. Why is that? Whatever is the normal, it will let me come in double of that. Okay, complete this. I'm also thinking about can I connect to the normal then. Yeah, in a sense, it is somewhat like that, where I can take perpendicular bisector of this line where it meets. Slowly, when this point comes here, this perpendicular bisector will become the normal. Why? What is the normal x-intercept is every time off of this movie? This is fairly simple. We really found
Sir?
this slope. Yes, please.
Sir means I have one doubt, sir.
Tell what is it?
By equation h equal to 1 we can say, sir, but means if we want to see that as a tends to 0, it seems like height tending to infinity. No?
No, not tending to infinity. What is happening, you can see, it is becoming the same line. This line is becoming this line. So you are not able to see that. Okay.
Yes, sir. Means how I did not understand.
I'll tell you. Let us you take one point here and draw. It will be here. When you take a here, it will be like this. When you take here, it will be like this. See, this is not going very far. Okay, not going that
Yes.
far. When it is here, okay, I can also say same thing that if we draw normal here, normal here, normal here, the normal here is almost horizontal, na?
Yes, sir.
But the x-intercept of that normal is actually coming towards this side only. You know that why?
Yes, sir.
You know it is t square plus 2 for y square to 4 expression. So when t is tending to 0, it is reaching 2. Reaching
Yes.
whatever a plus a, it is reaching a.
2a, sir.
That is at square plus a is the x-intercept. When t is tending to 0, it is at square plus 2a. It is reaching 2a. But in the figure, it looks
Yes.
like this line is becoming almost same as this line is reaching at infinity.
Yes,
No,
sir.
it is not necessary that. I can give you another idea if you want to understand better. Can you mute yourself? Okay. See, I will draw like this. I have one line. One line is like this. After some time moving here and bending it, it is like this. Later on, it is like this. Later on, it is like this. Later on, it is like this. And finally, it became this line. So this is my variable line. As this variable line is bending and coming here, the point of intersection is also moving. Let us say limiting point is somewhere here. Okay. So finally, this line became parallel to this line. But doesn't mean the point of intersection went to infinity. The point of intersection is here. Understand? Somewhat like that. Yeah, one time I gave this explanation, at least I thought either I gave or not. This length is every time or double of the normals at this point x-intercept. Why is that? Not able to recollect as such. What is the slope of this dy by dx is 2x. So slope of tangent is 2t. Slope of normal is minus 1 by 2t. Yes. See carefully. The parabola has one property. You take any 2 points, draw one card. Okay. You take the midpoint, straight below that you take 1 point. There the tangent will be parallel to this. Okay, that is one property of the parabola. You can verify why. If you take this is t1, this is t2. This midpoint's y coordinate is t1 plus t2, and this point's x coordinate is t1 plus t2. Same vertically down or horizontally to go, because this slope of the tangent is 2 by t1. What is it? Slope of this line is 2 by t1 plus t2. Slope of the card. For a tangent, if you want that to be card, the slope of the tangent also should be this. And the slope of the tangent, if this is some a l square comma 2al, slope of the tangent is 1 by l. So that l should be t1 plus t2 by 2. Yeah, it should be this. So this point and this point should have same y coordinate. Sorry, not this, not vertical line, horizontal. Yeah. So draw horizontal line through this, will have same y coordinate, and draw tangent that they're parallel. So here vertical line. So what happens? You take the midpoint and draw the vertical line, and there you draw the tangent. It will be parallel to this, and the normal will be parallel to this. So I thought somehow this should develop this. Maybe not able to recollect.
Yes, sir. Sir,
Yes, please.
so can you explain the question for the other time, sir? I missed in the.
So, okay. Anyway, the second method, don't worry, is not fully clear about it. Just mentioning. The question is very simple. You take a parabola, origin is fixed. Take any point on the parabola, join there. Now draw a perpendicular line. Such that this is 90. This point is A, this point is B. As A is moving, B also will move, right?
Yes, sir.
When the x coordinate of A is tending to 0, this OB height is tending to what? That's the question. So we really took this at t comma t square, really found this slope and then this slope, and then found this point, this line equation, and then found y-intercept, which came this. After that, limits part is very easy. When t is tending to 0, it is reaching 1. Yeah. Sorry, sometimes I may not be explaining the question. I thought you were seeing it on the screen.
The second method, sir.
Second method, I was not, just roughly I'm giving idea that we know when this point is tending to 0, the normal there, okay, the intercept of that will be 2a, the normal y-intercept because of vertical parabola. Okay. I want that to show that this height is always double of this, not always, but at least in the limiting case. So why is that only? Thought of some one time I thought it was fully true, but some idea I'm missing. I gave some idea about it.
Sir, they gave a limit as t tends to 0 x square plus 1.
Oh, okay. Then your answer will be 2 then, right? Okay. Only h limit is this, h square plus 1 h square. Okay. But it is not same as the normal as such I'm talking about. Is the normal passes to the midpoint by any chance? Here. This is 0 comma 1 plus t square. What is the normal equation here? For the tangent is 2x, this is 2t. So for the normal is minus 1 by 2t. Equation is x plus 2ty equal to t plus 2t cube. If you want y-intercept, put x equal to 0. It is coming 1 plus 2t square by 2. which is half plus t square. No, it is not that. The limit is same, but this is not half of this. This limit is 1, this limit is 1 by 2, that's fine. Okay, so don't worry about other things. Okay, we left one question. Let us go back and discuss that. Anybody want to ask any even odd number doubts? Feel free to ask. If not, I can go back and discuss some. But we left one question. Just complete. Yeah, that is 11. No, that is 12. Okay. So I have a parabola. A series of chords are drawn to the parabola so that their projections on some other line which incline and at an angle alpha to the x-axis. Okay. You take any line, one particular line which is making alpha, and you take some other chords like this. Okay. No, all chords are not parallel. Sorry. Okay. There's a chord like this. When you find the projection, put on this, that length is. Maybe another chord was somewhat like this. Okay. Let's say another chord is here. When you find foot of that length is also. Okay. There are many chords of the parabola. When you find the projection of that on this, that means from this you find perpendicular, from this you find perpendicular, that length is. These chords can be having any orientation, no problem. What is the locus of midpoint of all such things? The question. So of course, whenever you have one line and some other line, you want to find the projection length. It is this length, and if you know this angle between these two, cos of that angle. So I can take this as 81 square comma 281, 82 square comma 282. Our midpoint is x1, y1. First of all, I have to find this length. Then I have to find this slope. I know this. And I have to find the difference of the angle and then cos of that. How are we going to do about it? Then I have to equate it to C. Midpoint taking x1, y1 is convenient in the beginning, but finding this length, how are we going to do it? We'll just do it maybe. I'll take this as T1, this as T2, and also this is x1, y1. So that I can find this length in terms of x1, y1. Okay. If I call this as AB, this is T1. X1, y1 is 81 square plus 82 square by 2 a into T1 plus T2. Okay. Now the distance AB is square root of 81 square minus 82 square whole square. Of course, I can also take this inclination is theta and do something about it. Such as that sum of the roots is 0 will give me theta, and I can find the difference of the roots which will be the length. Okay. I can try to use parametric form. I'll try it little later. Let us see this. This is 2a_t1 minus 2a_t2 whole square. I'm just trying. You can also try if you want to. Set the question. Today I'm not taking KVPY class. So I'll get a message later. But this I can take. Now your doubt about 90th question is clear, right, in KVPY? Okay, so I can write this in terms of x and y if I wanted by using this result.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. When I equate this, I'll get t1 plus t2 is y1 by a, and t1 square plus t2 square is 2x1 by a, and this one t1 minus t2 whole square is 2 times t1 plus t2 whole square minus t1 plus t2 whole square. This is 2 into y1 by a whole right? This is t1 square plus t2 square. This is 2 into 2x1 by minus y1 by a. If I wanted, I can write everything in terms of x and y, but let me do something else. I want to find a projection on this. So I don't know what the angle between them. So I don't know the slope. Okay, so let's say this particular chord slope is on theta. This is alpha, this is theta, so theta minus alpha. So I have to write AB into cos theta minus alpha is 6. AB into cos theta cos alpha plus sin theta sin alpha is equal to 6. We square it AB square in, anyway, before that, what is cos theta sin theta? Tan theta is the slope. What is tan theta? 2 by t1 plus t2, the slope of the chord. And 2 by t1 plus t2, in the t1 plus t2 can be written as y1 by a. And I write y1 by a, it will be 2a by y. That's it. I think everything looks fine. I can substitute everything in terms of x and y1. I should be getting the answer. But AB itself, I should have completed this. Okay. What is t1 minus t2 whole square? Let me write AB square as a square. t1 minus t2 whole square is 4x1, 4a x1 minus y1 square by a square. This is t1 y1 square by a square plus 4. Okay, AB, I'll substitute in the next step. What is cos theta? Tan theta is 2a by y1. So cos theta is y1 by root over 4a square plus y1 square cos alpha. Plus sin theta is 2a by root over 4a square plus y1 square into sin alpha equal to 6. I can substitute AB length from here so that this will get cancelled by the square it. The denominator is same, so I'll get AB square with y1 cos alpha plus 2a sin alpha whole square by 4a square plus y1 square equal to 6. So my AB square is this. When I take LCM, this y1 square plus 4a will cancel. By a square 1 cancel, we will be getting this by this as a square into 4a x1 minus y1 square by a square into y1 cos alpha plus 2a sin alpha whole square equal to 6 square. Is it an answer? Yeah, we got the answer. That is good. Okay. I can just reverse this and bring this a square multiplied minus. So I'll get y1 square minus 4a x1 into y1 cos alpha plus 2a sin alpha whole square equal to minus c square a square, which I can bring this side. So this lambda is 4. That's all. Okay. Okay, I'm going to explain the question once again. Okay, the question is, I have a parabola. Next, there is a line whose inclination is alpha, but you can take that line anywhere, doesn't matter, because when you take projection on a line or its parallel line, projection length doesn't change. So I have a line whose inclination is alpha. Now there are many cards. Let us you take this card, find foot on this, foot on this. That length is C. The projection of AB on this line means find foot of A on that line, foot of B on that line, that length is C. Like that, there may be another card. I'm sure there can be a card like this, where find this foot, find this foot. That length also can be C. What is the midpoint of all such cards whose projection is C on the given line? Okay. So I took this as T1, this as T2, and the midpoint as X1, Y1. Okay, so midpoint is 81 square plus 82 square by 2, 281 plus 282 by 2. I found the midpoint and T1, T2 relation. I'll find AB distance in terms of T1, T2 and then convert into X1, Y1. Okay, so this is AB distance formula normally by X1 minus X2, Y minus I2 took common. And by using that midpoint and equating to X1, Y1, I got these two results. Based on that, I can find T1 minus T2 whole square as this, because A minus B whole square plus A plus B whole square is 2 times A square plus B square. Based on that, I wrote this. Substituted this, substituted this. So now I got this in terms of X1, Y1, this in terms of X1, Y1, and substituted. So I found AB in terms of X1, Y1. Now, how to find projection of AB on this line is that, okay,
Sir,
yes, please.
sir, means this mean that sorry.
Okay. So let us say this is my card AB. I have to take this projection. So I extended, I took this inclination is theta. Okay. If this is theta, this is alpha, the angle between these two will be theta minus alpha. The angle between this line and this line. One is making alpha, one is making theta, means angle between the two lines is theta minus alpha. So this angle is theta minus alpha. So the projection of this on this will be AB into that angle, this angle, which is theta minus alpha. So AB cos theta minus alpha should be equal to C. So whenever you have two lines and if extend it, if this is making some angle beta, this is L, this length will be L cos beta. I'm using that. Here that beta is theta minus alpha. So AB cos theta minus alpha should be C. What is cos A minus B formula? Cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. What is cos theta sin theta? How to find? Tan theta is slope of this, which is 2 by T1 plus T2, which I wrote in terms of Y1. If I know tan theta, this is cos theta, this is sin theta, substituted. What is AB? I got in terms of X1, Y1. That also I substituted in the next step. Then I got everything in terms of X1, Y1. That is the locus. Just as little minus common, sending this that side adjustment. Is it clear now? 12th one. What is the question and what we have done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm sure I can do this by parametric form. I just done like this.
Huh? నువ్వు క్లాస్ అయిపోయిందా
Okay, anybody wants more time or anybody any doubt about this question? Okay, no problem. Take time. Last time when I taught parabola, did you discuss all the odd numbers or some of them? Any idea? Anybody remembers?
Sir,
Tell.
sir, first we started more than one answer, I think. Then till end
Okay.
we went. Single
Okay,
option
so
we did not touch.
okay. But numerical also all odd numbers were discussed at that time.
No, I think so.
Mhm. Okay, so please don't leave any questions. Try to complete all of them. Other odd numbers.